French doors lead out to a pretty enclosed garden. By the French doors and windows is a collection of well-tended plants. There is a feeling of controlled calm and organization throughout.
Where are you hiding? Aren't you going to say hello?
She drops everything in her arms onto the couch.
Oh, there
goes over and peers into a plush doggy basket near her desk.
Oh, there you are, my old lady, in your basket. Why didn't you say anything? Oh, my little pet, were you sleeping? How about a little smile? Yes, pretty little smile for Mommy. Gucci, Gucci.
She continues talking to Petunia while going to the couch to spread out her files and other items brought back from the office.
All right. Be that way, silly beast. You think after 16 years together you could do a little better than that? You could, I don't know, wag your tail or something when I come home.
Selecting a few items, she picks them up and takes them into the kitchen. She returns with a watering can in her hand.
Getting up, I need quiet to hear my messages. Beep.
Penny, it's me, your ex, your first husband, I mean. I only call twice a year, and even that seems to be too often for you. In any case, happy birthday. That's all I wanted to say. Talk to you at Christmas.
Beep.
Hello, Penelope. I'm sure your ex number one has already got to you first. He must call you at 5 in the morning, that prat. He's always trying to one-up me the eternal number 2. I promise next year I'll call you the night before. Well, anyway, 1,000 big fat kisses for your birthday. Snookums.
Oh, I hate it when he calls me that.
I know you don't like birthdays, but try to celebrate a little, okay?
Can't you see I've been celebrating?
And don't forget, if you want to come back to me, I will be your most special present.
That'll be the day.
By the way, I curse your confounded machine, which you leave on all the time. Don't you ever answer your phone?
Heaven forbid.
It's Leonard, by the way.
As if I didn't know.
Beep. Hello? Mum? Are you there? Or are you screening your calls? It must be after 11 in London now. Aren't you back from work yet? Can you blame Petunia for getting mad? Hey, Petunia. I'm on your side. Do you hear? Useless to insult me. I've added 15 years, I know. But you seem at least 25 years younger. I'm jealous. Happy birthday, Mum. Love you.
I love you too. Oh, my darling girl. You're the best thing that has come out of my life.
She goes back to organize the files and other materials on a low table.
Oh, it's just like me to up and decide to quit my job like that today. Now I've really got the blues. Oh, I know what to do. Shake it off. A little champagne. Don't worry, I won't open one of your bottles, Cherie. I have others.
She goes into the kitchen and returns with a bottle of champagne, picking up a flute at the bar. She pops the cork, serves herself, and brings the glass to her lips.
Okay, Petunia, it's time you rouse yourself too. Happy birthday to me!
As she sips from her glass, Frederick, a man in his mid-40s with graying hair, elegant and attractive, enters behind her. He has picked up the package that had fallen by the entrance.
Yes, happy birthday.
Ah! Who are you? What are you doing here? What do you want? How did you get in? Get out!
But I just...
No, Bucks, you've got to leave. Is that clear? I warn you, I have a huge dog, a giant dog sleeping in the kitchen. All I need to do is whistle, and he'll come bounding out and tear you to pieces. He is ferocious.
I just wanted to give you this.
Frederick offers the package to Penelope.
Oh, that's so thoughtful of you. But how did you... You really shouldn't have.
To be perfectly honest, I didn't. I was going down the hall and I saw it blocking your door.
Penelope stops opening the gift and looks at Frederick.
So, you picked it up and just came in. Don't you think that's a bit presumptuous?
I just wanted to be helpful. You know, it's not prudent to leave your door open at a late hour like this, especially on the ground floor. Why, anyone could walk right in.
Apparently. But like I've just told you, I am well guarded.
So you said, can I see him? The big brute in the kitchen.
Oh yes, maybe later, if you're not careful.
Oh, shall I join you? I wouldn't mind a glass of champagne, unless you prefer the toast alone.
So, you'd like some champagne, would you, Mr.
Herring.
Herring?
Yes. And to top it off, my first name is Fred. Actually, Frederick.
Oh, you don't mean
Yes.
Fred Herring.
can I say?
But Fred Herring? Your parents must have had some sense of humor.
Go ahead, make fun. It's okay. I'm used to it.
Sorry. I didn't mean to laugh so hard like that. My friends left early. You know, early to bed, early to rise.
I understand. In any case, it was lucky they didn't trample your package on the way out.
Yeah.
I just moved in last month. I noticed your name on the mailbox, and I wondered if I was almost certain, actually, and now tonight I see it's really you.
It's really me.
Yeah, I know you, you know. When I first came to London years ago, I fell in love with the theater here and would often go out to catch a show. I don't think I missed any of yours. I was one of your biggest fans.
That was a long time ago.
Not as much as that as far as I'm concerned. And you haven't changed. You are...
Yes.
Superb.
Thank you. That's kind of you to say.
No, I mean it. You were really fabulous. Oh, I was just wondering.
Yes?
Would you mind signing an autograph for me?
What?
An autograph. It would mean so much. After that, I promise I'll leave you in peace.
I don't know.
Please, just a little short phrase, a little nothing. I'd be so honored.
Well, if you insist. What should I write on?
On this.
Your passport?
Why not? I happen to have it with me today, and there are still lots of blank pages, see? How about here? There's a space right between the stamps for Spain and Turkey.
I never thought of myself as a destination before.
I'd buy a ticket there.
All right, then. I'll just get a pen.
Penelope goes over to her desk where she finds a pen and then returns to Frederick, who hands her his passport. She takes a moment to write out the autograph and then hands the passport back to him.
Here you are.
To my upstairs neighbor, Frederick, greetings from downstairs, Penelope Palmer. Thank you so much. This is just great. I'll go upstairs now. By the way, give my regards to your Yorkie.
How do you...
Since you're not working today, I thought we could spend some time together to get better acquainted. You'll find me to be a great conversationalist.
And how do you know that I'm not working today?
I know that you got up at 9, had coffee at 9:15, took a shower at 9:30, and then went out for a long walk with your dog from 10 to 11. I deduced that you had the day off.
You're quite observant. And you? Why aren't you at work?
I work for myself at home, and I've given myself the day off.
That's convenient. And presumptuous. So are you keeping a log?
No, don't worry. I observe, I analyze, but I don't write anything down. It's all up here. I've got a great... Bye, Penelope.
Excuse me?
I saw you when you came home just now. You were unmistakably smiling, radiant, in fact. You looked like you might even have been humming. Perhaps it was... Strangers in the night, exchanging glances, wondering...
What are you, the building
What
snoop?
were the chances? Not at all. I simply have a good vantage point from upstairs, and I'm home most of the day.
You really are unbelievable.
You're the one that's unbelievable, Penelope. From what I've seen, you've become a real sad case, and so predictable. No romantic evenings out in low-cut dresses, or lively gatherings with friends. Instead, it's been reheating leftovers in an old flowered bathrobe and fuzzy slippers, eating in front of the TV with cold cream masks.
You've gleaned quite a lot from your observations from above.
From what I've seen, there was a real lack of joie de vivre, true enjoyment in your life.
A lack of joie de vivre. And what business is all this of yours anyway?
I suppose none, but I am a concerned stranger. I just wanted to point out that you are feeling lonely and are neglecting yourself.
Thanks for your observation.
Don't misunderstand me, Penelope. You're wonderful, impeccable, if one can overlook the hideous old flowered bathrobe.
But I don't have a bloody flowered dressing gown.
Good, very good. At least we don't have that to worry about. I just think that you're not paying enough attention to yourself, that's all.
That's all. You're being ridiculous.
Am I? You don't even take time to eat a decent breakfast, and gulping down a quick cup of coffee doesn't count.
Come on, I'm not in as much danger as you make out.
In my opinion, you are. But don't worry. This morning, I have taken care of everything.
He goes out of the apartment, returning with a large bag of food in his arms. As he re-enters, he picks up the wrapped package, propping open the door. Closing the door with his hip, he joins Penelope in the living room.
If you expect me to model these for you, think again. You really have a serious problem. You come barreling in here, completely taking over. You harass me day and night. You tell me without any shame that you've been watching me for the past month, that you've been even timing me. What the bloody hell are you exactly?
Come on, Penelope, don't get all upset.
I'm not getting upset. I'm already upset. I unwrap your gift, and what do I find? A collection from the cover of Victoria's Secret. It is indecent.
I didn't mean to shock you, Penelope, but spoil you with some lovely indulgences. The lingerie I bought you was not at all vulgar. It's not like I got it from some sex shop.
Yes, they're lovely. So silky and soft, so fine and delicate.
I knew you'd like them.
You don't find this gesture at all a bit indecent and improper?
No, I don't know what you're getting at.
You play at the innocent. You are so disarming. Do I have to spell it out for you? Look, you're a man. I'm a woman.
Thank you for that clarification.
Don't you see how inappropriate this gift is? We are nothing to each other, you and I.
Not yet.
Stop playing your silly games with me, will you? You'll have to take it all back.
No, absolutely not. At least not until you've tasted everything I've prepared for you. You're going to sit down now and eat it all before it gets cold.
I don't really care to eat now.
That's a fine attitude after all the trouble I've gone to. Do any of your other neighbors come by to spoil you like this?
What else?
We both have an appreciation for beautiful things, for the arts and culture, for laughter and conversation, for thought. We're also the same concerning our solitude.
There you go again. Why do you insist that I'm lonely?
Because I know, I can tell.
From your month of careful observation and research, you draw your conclusions rather quickly, don't you think?
It's nothing to be ashamed of, Penelope. One can be surrounded by people and still be alone.
Is that your case?
To be honest with you, yes. Family, friends, colleagues. That doesn't completely fill the void, you know. Just creates an illusion.
It's sometimes a nice illusion.
When it doesn't stop you from sleeping.
Penelope pulls it out. She then notices the albums.
Hello. What's happened to my albums over here? It's been a long time since I looked through these.
Penelope sits down to the book, picks up the album with photos, sits down on the nearby chest where Frederick is hiding, and starts to go through the album.
I was quite something, wasn't I?
Startled and afraid, gets up in one bound and wields the heavy album as a weapon to protect herself.
I warn you, the police are in the building. I just need to scream and they'll come here in a flash.
From inside, Frederick raises the lid of the chest and carefully steps out.
That won't be necessary. It's just me, Frederick.
Penelope puts down the album when she recognizes Frederick.
You! Again!
Yes, me again.
3, no, 4 times. That's 4 times in less than 24 hours that you come in here uninvited. My heart is going to give out if you keep this up.
I'm sorry, but it was getting a bit close in there, and I was finding it hard to breathe.
I would imagine. What were you doing in there anyway? Checking to see if you fit?
I was actually hiding from you. You came back sooner than I expected.
Well, I'm so sorry about that. Will you kindly tell me what you are doing in my flat?
I wanted to give you a surprise.
Another one? I think I've had enough of your surprises. Your intrusions here are really becoming an obsession.
No, I just wanted to give you...
Actually, I don't care if you were just. I just want you to get out and leave me alone.
I can't do that, Penelope. We need to talk.
Don't you know that dead can't speak?
I'm really sorry about that before. I shouldn't have said that to you. I know you must be angry.
I hate you.
At least that's something.
Frederick takes Penelope by the arm and brings her over to the dining room table.
Look, come with me over here. I came down to leave these for you. They're my surprise. Here, just read this.
Penelope takes the card begrudgingly, but as she reads it, she begins to soften toward Frederick.
Please forgive me. I love you. I fell in love with you the first time I saw you perform on stage years ago.
Penelope does not say anything, but we see that she is greatly touched. Frederick gets up and goes to the French doors to shout outside.
Frederick Herring loves Penelope Palmer!
Penelope goes to the phone and picks up the handset.
Do you call the police whenever someone says they love you?
The police? No. A psychiatrist? Yes. They're not answering. The office must be closed.
Who are you calling now?
I'm calling the time.
Oh, there's a clock right over there.
No, I want to hear a rational voice. When you call the time, they are never odd remarks, judgments, annoying. That it makes me feel like we're an old couple.
What should I call you then?
I don't know. Use your imagination. You were pretty imaginative last night.
Yes, I remember. Perhaps that might explain why I'm a bit tired today.
Well, I'll leave it to you to come up with something interesting. You have carte blanche. So, have you recovered yet?
I really want to dance some more.
So, this is my strong, virile night. No, that's okay. I just wanted some help putting everything back.
Oh, at your service, ma'am.
The music from next door stops as abruptly as it had begun, cutting off the song as if it had not finished.
You see? I told you it wouldn't last long.
Penelope,
Yes.
did I tell you I love you?
You tell me that 100 times a day.
Only 100. I love you. I love you. I love you. It is definitely the real thing. Yes, I do love you.
Frederick and Penelope separate, smiling, and they arrange the...
I would never have thought that she would be sleeping at this hour.
Cherie goes into the bedroom and her eyes open wide as she sees Frederick in bed, with only his head visible over the covers. She cannot believe what she sees and collapses onto the end of the bed. Frederick, who has sensed the arrival of someone in the room, begins to wake up. He stretches out his foot to affectionately caress Cherie, who he has taken for Penelope.
Is that you, my honey bunny? Has it been 2 hours already? I'm glad you're back. I think that the flag is up and we can begin our race.
He continues to rub Cherie with his foot, purring his satisfaction.
Come, join me in the cockpit. We'll exceed all speed limits. Ow!
Cherie pinches Frederick's big toe to get him to stop, waking Frederick.
Who the hell are you supposed to be? Michael Schumacher?
Frederick
What's
sits,
going on?
He sits up in the bed and modestly covers up his bare chest with a sheet.
Who are you? The maid doesn't come till Thursday.
I have a better question. What the bloody hell are you doing in my mum's bed?
Cherie?
Oh, so you've heard of me? Well, I haven't heard a blinking word about you.
You're not supposed to be back until Thursday.
Surprise! I took an earlier flight. I thought I'd be coming by directly from the airport this afternoon. And now, who the bloody hell are you, and what are you doing here?
It's just that, well,
I'm waiting.
Sorry, I'm at a loss for words right now.
You hardly had a problem expressing yourself a moment ago.
Oh, that. I can explain.
I'd love to hear your explanation, but I think you should just leave.
Leave? That must be the Palmer woman's favorite response. Turn around first.
Forget it.
Why, you little voyeur.
Dirty old man.
Will you please?
Come on, get up.
She pulls the sheet off Frederick in one motion.
Briefs. I should have guessed.
Sometimes boxers. It all depends. And nothing usually when I sleep at night.
How fortunate for me, then. Do you always have such bad taste?
How about you? Have you looked in the mirror lately?
Why, you!
They tussle, lose their balance, and tumble off the bed and begin to struggle. Penelope, who has just returned home, enters, eager to find Frederick in the bedroom.
Oh my God!
What she finds instead is her daughter and Frederick on the bed together. Penelope drops all her packages at the doorway to her bedroom where she looks on in shock.
He didn't waste any time, did he? And in my own bed too? Where did you find this little tot?
Mom, you're hurting me!
Oh, you really are the Cherie. Cherie, you really are disgusting for a eldest daughter, what happened to your pretty hair?
Cherie pulls off her wig, revealing a beautiful mane of blonde hair.
Oh, what a relief. What are you doing with this? Why, Frederick, I mean Mr. Harry.
We were fighting, actually.
Oh, thank God, but why, for goodness sakes?
You're a fine one to be asking questions. Perhaps you can first tell me why this ranting lunatic is ready to do a road race in your bed.
Cherie, I forbid you from calling him that. Frederick is not ranting nor a lunatic, as you can plainly see.
Don't you think you owe me a little explanation, though?
Well, you must know, Frederick was taking a nap.
Very funny. That I could see for myself.
I can have a man in my bed if I like, can't I?
I suppose, but inconvenient.
Yeah, very. Although we were hoping that the landlord would agree to install a set of interior stairs. I'm terribly sorry about this afternoon.
He extends his hand to Cherie in greeting. After a momentary hesitation, she accepts it and they shake hands.
Me too. Let's just forget all about it.
No good, so no hard feelings. I can't tell you how pleased I am to meet you. Your mother has told me so much about you.
You have the advantage over me then, though I look forward to us getting to know each other quite well. Quite well indeed.
So am I.
I see you've changed your outfit.
Yeah, I thought this more appropriate for supper.
One could take you for a priest or an undertaker dressed like that, Frederick.
You needed to cover yourself from head to toe on my account. I'm sure you would be much more comfortable and at ease if you undid that top button.
Going to Frederick and undoing his top button.
There you are.
He quickly rebuttons his top button.
Thank you, but my collar was just fine as it was, Cherie. I'll feel much more comfortable and at ease once we know each other better.
I certainly hope so.
Lovely. Now, sit down the two of you. I'll bring over an aperitif. Cherie, I thought of serving one of the bottles of champagne you brought me for my birthday. Oh goodness, I forgot the canopies. I'll be right back.
Penelope gets up and goes back to the kitchen. Cherie takes advantage of her departure to sidle up next to Frederick again.
So, do you want to make a wish, Fred?
Make a wish? What kind of wish?
Whatever comes to mind. You could wish for things that bring you pleasure in their anticipation, for things that excite you, or for an unexpected encounter.
I have everything that I need, thank you.
Everything, Fred. There must be something you'd like to have come true, just by snapping your fingers. Now close your eyes and think hard. When you're ready, snap your fingers. It's believing that gives you the power to make your dreams come true.
Well, if you insist.
Frederick closes his eyes, thinks a moment, and snaps his fingers. Cherie is about to kiss him in answer to his wish. She moves away when Penelope returns to the living room with a plate of hors d'oeuvres.
Here I come. Here I come. Hey, what is this? Are you playing the macho man who expects his woman to come with a snap of his fingers? I won't tolerate that.
Oh no, honey bunny, it's not like that at all, but your timing is impeccable.
Yes, impeccable.
And how is that? Here, let me refill your glasses. Don't be shy, help yourself. So what was that all about?
Cherie was explaining to me how to make wishes come true by concentrating and snapping your fingers, like that. I was just making a wish and you appeared, like magic.
Penelope gives Frederick the
First, let me get us something to drink. How about some more champagne?
Now? No, thank you.
Suit yourself. As for me, I can't resist. I'll be right back.
Cherie goes into the kitchen, and Frederick, very uncomfortable, gets up to sneak out.
Oh, now's my chance.
Frederick is heading for the door when Cherie returns, a glass of champagne in her hand.
Why, Freddie, you're not leaving without even saying goodnight, are you? You Americans are so rude, no manners.
Listen, Cherie, I really don't think this was a good idea for me to come down here.
Calm down, Freddie. You have no reasons beyond the box.
I really don't like the direction this is going.
What direction would that be, Freddie? What sort of wild imaginings have you in your head?
Let's get to the point then. What's the problem? Is it serious? You mentioned something about Penelope.
Take it easy, Freddie. There's no big crisis, and Mom is only partly concerned.
Oh. Well, then what's this all about? I wouldn't want... She seemed to be sleeping pretty soundly upstairs, but, you know, Penelope tends to be a light sleeper.
We're not doing anything wrong, Freddie. Unless you were thinking...
Cherie! It was you who requested this little midnight rendezvous. How dare you insinuate?
I was just joking. Is it really so terrible to be here with me?
Don't play games with me, Cherie. Not you.
What do you mean?
You work in fashion. You're far from being naive where beauty and seduction are concerned.
What a horrid thing to say.
Look, I don't want Penelope to find us like this.
Like what? Are you so unsure of a relationship as that?
No, of course not.
Then what is it? Why are you so uncomfortable, Freddie?
What?
You heard me. Have you considered why I make you nervous? Do I frighten you? Or attract you, Freddie? Or both?
That's it. This is exactly what I wanted to avoid. I'm leaving now.
Frederick, wait. I have a terrible confession to make, Frederick.
And what would that be?
This isn't easy for me to say, but as soon as I saw you, I was attracted to you, Frederick. It's just as simple as that, and I can't pretend otherwise.
Cherie, I came down here because I thought that you needed to speak to me about Penelope. But let me take this opportunity to make something perfectly clear to you. I love your mother, and I'm not interested in you.
Is that so?
Yes!
You're not going to convince me that you came down here just to find out some revelation about Mum. I think this secret nocturnal meeting has piqued your interest and aroused you, Frederick. Don't deny your desires. Kiss me, Frederick.
Stop, Cherie! I'm not consenting!
Okay, Frederick, I'm not consenting either.
Frederick? Frederick, have you come down to get some fresh air in the garden? I brought my cigarettes. I thought I would... No, I suppose you haven't come down to get some fresh air.
Penelope!
Mom!
I think I can see for myself.
No,
Good night to both of you!
Penelope exits, slamming the door behind her. Suddenly, the ABBA song Mamma Mia begins to play very loudly.
What do you want?
talk to you.
Under a flag of truce.
Given the circumstances, I thought it might come in handy. Can I come in?
I suppose.
Penelope, is she here?
It's all right. Mom's not here.
So?
So nothing.
Still nothing?
I see you really don't know her that well after all.
Where are you going?
I leave tomorrow morning for Milan.
How long will you be away?
A week, at least. Probably much longer.
You're deserting then?